Well, hello there, guys, and we're back with another episode of Lego Star Wars. Yes, this is a thing. What are we up to? Episode 6? I guess this is kind of episode 5, but we kind of split it in two because it is a very long episode if I was just put together. But we're going to go ahead and talk about pets. Pets in my life. Oh, damn. How many pets have I had? Like, I'd say I had a Tigger. I had a Goldie. We've had Goldie. We have Tigger. We have Tigger 2.0. We had Iggy. We had Iggy. No, we had it was Goldie, Tigger, Iggy 2.0. And this is back when I was in Queens. Growing up, and I like to also count. Like, these are also not just mine, but as well as family pets. Overall, like say my brother has some, or my mother had some. You know what I mean? Girlfriend had one at one point in time that we had. You know what I mean? I like to count them all together as one because, you know, at the same time, they're pets, they're animals. They is your family. Ooh, excuse me. But, you know, anyway, back to the count. We had, what else did we have? We had a Goldie. We had a Iggy 2. And these, let's stop there for a second. Goldie was my mother's, pet. He's pretty chill. Very old. I only have glimpse memories of him. But, you know, I remember him dying. She was upset, etc., etc. Later on, I think we had gotten Tigger. And Tigger was mainly an in- and outdoor cat. He was a city outdoor cat. He liked to go, and since we were on the top floor, and what we lived on were basically connected houses or connected building complexes. And what we would do is we would open up the top, and he would like to go up there on the top of the actual, whoop, give me a second. The actual, rooftops. I'm pretty sure eventually I'll go ahead and I'll actually show you guys where in the city I grew up when I was living in Queens. But he liked to go up there. And then we had gotten Iggy. Iggy was a very monstrous iguana. Like, he was good growing up. But then after a while, he got so big to the point where we couldn't keep him in the cage. And you know, she wanted him in the cage. I didn't want him in the cage. Then again, I was young. So, you know, this thing was literally the size as or bigger than I was at the time. And it was like, he started getting aggressive. So we had to give him up. I remember we had then got another Iggy iguana. This one grew even bigger. And was a little bit more hostile again because, you know, they're enclosed. When they grow, they have to be able to move around, you know, et cetera, et cetera. Not feel like they're totally fucking confined. You know what I mean? That's not right for an animal. You know what I mean? It sucks. I'm pretty sure caging in general, it sucks ass. You know what I mean? In general, I'd see it be using as a punishment maybe, but not as life itself. We went on vacation for a week, or not even, a day or two. He was healthy. You know what I mean? We let him out into this area. We had a you know, baby crate, or one of those little playpens. I guess we put him in there. Came back and he was just dead. You know what I mean? I was like, oh no, you're supposed to have your heating lamp on it. And blah, 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 blah. No, we had a decent sized heating lamp. In fact, we had 2 to 3 when we had let him out and, you know, let him roam around a bit. Oh shit, somebody died? Sorry guys, I play Halo when I am doing my voiceovers. And then what did we have? I think the next ones that I can remember, we had 2 dogs. One we found and we ended up giving him up that same year. I can't remember. He was a really cool, really large dog. Very kind. And he was just running around as a stray at that point. Took him in. And then I think we found another one after we had given that one up. And the owner was basically a few blocks down, but we didn't know at the time, so we basically had this dog for like 2.5 months, from what I recall. And then the next pet I can kind of remember was a schnauzer. Or schnauzer. I kind of remember I was young. Still young, and I kind of remembered she left me and my brother home with this dog. and eventually we gave him up because due to moving and this, that, and the third. But oh, hold up. Give me your soul. Give me your soul. Oh, fuck that guy. But at the same time as that, we would like put like shorts on him or something. Me and my brother would put his shorts on the dog, and he would run around. It was fucking hilarious. And then around the same time, we actually got a cat named Goldie, which was actually eventually my brother's cat. My brother's first pet. I know my first pet was an iguana, or 2 iguanas, and his was Goldie. Unfortunately, later on, Goldie had died. We've had him so long. He died a few years ago, or a year and a half ago. And then the next pet that I can remember is Timon and Pumbaa. Now, Timon and Pumbaa, Timon and Pumbaa and Goldie were basically around the same ages. Oh no, Goldie was older. Timon and Pumbaa were twins. Apparently, I came home one weekend and she had gotten this army style cat, multi-tricolor cat, and Pumbaa was black and white, very fluffy, very fat too. Timon was skinny as fuck. You know what I mean? They kept that by type. One was male, one was female, and that was the thing. Now Pumbaa was. He couldn't meow. He just didn't know how to meow. That's what he did. He did. And then I would say, what was our next one? So we had 3 cats then. You know what I mean? We had no other animals. We had 3 cats. They were on the verge of going. Goldie was maybe, we thought he only had 1 more year, but he lasted about 5. Which is gangster ass cat, by the way. Timon and Pumbaa, I'd say lasted a year or 2 after Goldie, or a year and a half to 2 years after Goldie. But between that span, my brother had gotten another cat, and my mother had actually taken in 2 military cats. Which were, I'd say, along the lines of they just didn't want them back because they never came back for them. You know what I mean? From what I understand, they talked to her here and there, but after a while, they stopped communicating for, I'd say, a year or so, and it was like, you know what? I took them in. I was like, you know what? They're gangsters. They are Flavor Flavin, and they are just amazing. And so I was like, let me keep them. I'll take care of them. You know what I mean? I haven't had a pet in a while. I remember I eventually got another iguana, and I gave it to my brother. I let my brother hold it for 2 weeks because I was going away for someplace for work related, I believe, for something. I believe it was either work related or I was going somewhere to do something. I'm pretty sure it was gig related. And he said he just refused to eat and things like that, and that one died. So at the time we had 1, 2, 3 cats, 4 or 5 cats. All right, so we had 5 cats. My mother had 2. My brother had 1. I had 2 from the military people. I would say a year and a half before Goldie died, the oldest cat, we had gotten him another cat because we knew he was on his way out. And for those guys that are getting confused, like, wait a minute, Goldie is here and Goldie there? No, there was actually 2 Goldies. My brother had a Goldie, my mother had a Goldie. So my brother's Goldie was basically on the verge of going. We got him another cat. It's called Kit. And along those lines, Goldie had died. And it was sad, it was unfortunate. I'd say 2 years later, Timon and Pumbaa died, and then she went and got 2 more cats. A kind of an old school that looked like Tigger, and then the other one was basically a Goldie remake, but just really fucking bro. Like, this cat was on steroids. He was on roids without a doubt. But oh wait, I did miss 2. Eventually we did get, along the lines we had before Goldie. Eventually threw the way, and actually still currently they're still with us. 2 golden retrievers. So we had a big yard, you know what I mean? We had a 3-floor, 4-floor house. You know what I mean? We had room. We were good. And then, bam. We had gotten 2 King Charles Cavaliers. They're basically at this current point on their way out. They got another year, sadly, and unfortunately, they've had good lives. And then I'd say the past year, my aunt had left us their dog. I'd like to say, I like to say they gave it to us, but it also feels like they just ditched the dog with us. You know what I mean? I don't mean to sound like that asshole, but that's what it feels like, I'd say, in my opinion. Because you have, they moved down to, I believe, Florida somewhere. And they basically had 3 dogs. They took 2 of them with them, and they left 1. Oh, no, wait, no. They took 1 with them, from what I understand. Someone else took 1, and then there was this one called Alaska. And it was like, well, what do we do with this dog? Took it to vets, took it this, took it that. You know what I mean? So screw it. She's on her way out as well. So I'd say in the next... I'd say in the next, give or take, year to 2 years, all 3 dogs, or 2 dogs, are at least gonna go. You know what I mean? Sad to say, it's unfortunate, but that's the reality. You know what I mean? They're gonna go eventually, and it's you know what I mean? Rather face that fact and be like, oh my God, come home to like they passed away, and that's the way I've always seen it. I mean, look towards it, see what happens. You know what I mean? Try to notice it, and then know what's gonna happen, expect it, and you know what I mean? It's less harder on you. But I think that's about it, guys. Again, I think I looked over. Yep, we're over here. But those are a good portion of the pets. Now, I think I might do a video, if you guys like this, on what kind of pets would I like. There's fucking plenty. Platypuses. There's the motherfucking penguin. There's the motherfucking forest fox. Ugh. There's a bunch of them in my category of lineups. But guys, that's going to be it. Remember, guys, game on and game strong. Hope you guys like this episode. And I guess I will see you guys later. Deuces.